Well, here I am, and I don't know if I'll have anybody jumping on just because my normal people are different time zones, usually not necessarily on this late, and it is almost 9 o'clock. See the kitty? Look at that kitty. My daughter's cat Feathers is so adorable. Hi, Ty. I'm at my daughter's. I'm going to Oh, I think I forgot all about my tripod. I didn't forget my tripod, but I think I forgot my tripod. Thank you. Well, yeah, my late Thanksgiving. I had a quiet Thanksgiving because I didn't have anybody at my house, but we have been just celebrating being together, my daughter and I, and then my grandsons. They are 4 and 6 years old, and it's been very good. I know, baby. I know you want some more water. Just a second. So I don't have a tripod, so I'm gonna have to. Here, let me set this. No, I did not because I was traveling and I was traveling at night. I ended up traveling at night, which wasn't my original intent. Trying to set up something that sort of resembles a tripod, but now the cat is totally in the way of the whole show. So anyway, so I did not go live on Friday because I was driving through the Columbia Gorge. So no, 5 hour. The dogs are with the dog sitter. Good question. Reasonable question. Good question. I'm gonna have to get you some more water, kitty kitty. I need. Trying to figure out how to prop this up proper. Well, I missed you guys too, but oops, this isn't working. My makeshift tripod is not working. So, let me see. I'm trying to find something that will prop this up properly. There. There we go. Now I can get the cat some more water. Anyway, yes, I had planned to take my tripod and I might have put it in the car, but I don't think I brought it in from the car. So anyway, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow I might go live and we shall see. I might. Well, tomorrow's more Monday. I'm going back to my other daughters and visiting grand boys again. So, and I had to take a nap before I came home. Well, before I came back to my daughter's today because I was starting to fall asleep when I was watching a movie. My grandson wanted to watch a movie, and I kept falling asleep. My daughter said, "Mom, why don't you just go lay down?" So I did. I didn't have any plans, just kind of talking about what I've been doing and not having too long of a live today. So tonight, so what have you been doing, Ty? Where'd my kitty go? My daughter's kitty. I could talk about what I've been eating on my trip because I've had to kind of I've had to kind of change things up a little bit. Oh, I was gonna eat a few bites of sardines because they're nice and oily and I need fat. So it's funny, it doesn't show that anybody's in here, but I think you're in here, Ty. So I have to go downstairs to the fridge. And it's super bright in the stairway. Excuse the glaringly bright light. Mm, there. Let me grab. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there it is. I'm just grabbing. Okay, so this morning I cooked a bunch of steak. I had bacon and eggs and steak this morning. And I cooked a bunch so that I already have it cooked. I need. Where are my sardines? Where are they? I wonder if I left them over there. No, brother. That doesn't make sense. I might need two hands again. Bacon, eggs, steak, and I have sardines on the counter. That's where they are. And I have butter. But it's not very good butter. It's not grass fed or anything. But oh, that really stinks. Okay, really quick. Oh man, I had jars and jars of sardines, and I know there are not all in the fridge next door. Oh, I know what I could eat. Except if I do it on my live, you guys are going to be like, what are you doing? Because I don't have a spoon. I know what I'll do. I have a chick. Well, I don't want that. It's not fatty enough. What I need is fat. And I have some turkey livers. Sorry, I'm trying to get in the fridge without dropping the phone. I had eggs and steak and um eggs and steak and bacon. And like I said, I cannot find a spoon, so I'm going to I want some real butter, like some grass-fed butter. I don't have any. And I wanted to do some sardines, and the problem is my sardines have disappeared. They're not in my bag. I think okay, let me see something. I am going to put this phone in a really weird place so that I have hands free. I'm going to find my sardines. Ah, I knew they were in here. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna make deviled eggs tomorrow. Why did Richard quit watching me? Why do you say that? And how would you know? Why would you know that? I did have a bunch of subscribers drop off, like about 10 people. How would you know? Just curious. I mean, it's up to him if he doesn't want to watch, but maybe there's a reason that I should know so that I can, if there's anything I can fix, maybe. Sorry, it's dark right here. I'm gonna break the seal on this jar. He's been a regular, a very faithful viewer. I will miss him. Just a second, I'm not looking at the chat right now at this moment. Wish I had a spoon. There aren't any spoons over here. I don't think. My daughter eats next door, so there's no kitchen over here. It's just a little cottage. Yeah, there's no silverware. Hey, Kyrie, yeah? Yeah, they do. They come and go, and I get that. Subscribers come and go, but when you've got one that's a regular that comes on every time, Courtney, it's just kind of like, did I say something that, you know? But anyway, everything tastes so salty to me lately. I'm gonna start either not adding salt or only adding a little bit. I feel like I still need a little bit. And then, like I say, I'm gonna make deviled eggs with bacon mayo tomorrow because you don't want seed oils and you want animal fat in your mayo, and so I make it myself. So I made it myself. Um, oh, you mean you wondered if Richard quit watching me? Well, you don't know that. It's late. It would be midnight his time. So of course he wouldn't be watching me tonight. He's in bed. Yeah, I mean that's why I asked. Yep. I mean, I'm like, do you have like some personal communication with him? I mean, it's fine if you do, but I should have brought some of my own plastic silverware. This light is super bright. Sorry, it's gonna look weird. Okay. What you doing, kitty cat? What you doing? Meow meow. I know. Why are you begging? You want food, don't you? Well, I'm not giving you food. Mommy's got you on a diet. For a good reason. Yes, she does. She wants the whipped cream I have. I just brought whipped cream up because I need fat. So, anyway, I had some turkey for Thanksgiving. She smells my sardines too. Tell ya, this cat. So I had some turkey. Um, as far as sweetie, hi sweetie. As far as helping me be in ketosis, it didn't help me be in ketosis. Poultry generally doesn't. Ruminant meat is better. You know, sorry, I'm trying to get my fat in because I ate lamb tonight. So I had some lamb too for Thanksgiving. I didn't really celebrate Thanksgiving because I was just by myself. So mainly we've been celebrating since I got here. But as far as food, we haven't really celebrated that. We're going to a Brazilian steakhouse on Friday, and on Tuesday, day after tomorrow, we're going to go to a golf course restaurant where a neighborhood I grew up in, and we're meeting my brother there. I have four brothers. We're meeting one of my brothers and his wife there. Cat, stop begging. Anyway, I'll look at the chat in a minute because I sat you guys down. It's weird, even the salt in the whipped cream. Everything tastes really salty to me. I know some people, Dr. Chafee, he's a carnivore and he doesn't add any salt. And maybe that's why. Maybe he got to that same point where salt just tasted too salty. Probably means my body doesn't need so much salt now. Ugh, I just made a mess. The cat's gonna fix it. God. I don't have napkins, or I don't have a spoon or a fork. Sorry. I don't mean to be gross, but just trying to get my fat in. You don't need have carbs, you need fat. So, anyway, and what did you eat for Thanksgiving, Kaylee, or did you celebrate it? Are you from another country? Okay. I need to put this up high where the cat can't get it. I don't know if there's anywhere I can put it up high. I have an idea. On the stairway windowsill. Anyway, this whipped cream I made to have with my carnivore cheesecake, and that's one of the things that I had for Thanksgiving. I didn't think my cheesecake turned out as well as I wanted it to. I froze the cream cheese, so I think the consistency was bad. Plus, I think it wasn't the cleanest, best cream cheese that I could have purchased. So I think next time I will purchase a cream cheese that doesn't have additives. Oh, you're in the UK, Kaylee? Ka, K, Korea. I'm just gonna say Korea. Um, right, it does look delicious, and my turkey did turn out really good. I made a mess out of myself. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so yeah, and then there's a carnivore uh stuffing that I'm gonna try even after Thanksgiving. Hey J Man, what are you doing up so late? I guess it's only 11:10 there, but still, that's pretty late. Hi. So I came to visit my daughters. It's a 5-hour drive, so I left on Friday. Didn't have a live on Friday. Haven't had a live uh since Thursday. Oh, you're West Coast. You're same as me. Okay. Because I didn't expect to have too many regulars in because a lot of people are later. I forgot you're same as me. Pacific time. I got you. Well, good to see you. I'm not sure what our topic is exactly tonight. Just kind of me catching up with you guys, letting you know that I'm having a super good trip. Wishing I could share my pictures with you of my grandbabies and my family, but um, because it's been super fun. But I didn't get permission from my daughter, so I won't do that. So I kind of wonder. I mean, this is something I wonder all the time, but sure. Maybe you guys aren't sure what you want to talk about, but I want to know what things you guys want in the future from the channel so that we can, you know, grow the channel, grow like, well, yeah, you guys can you know, continue to watch with interest. So, um, just let me know if you have any ideas of health and wellness topics, or if you have a topic that you want to discuss that is within my realm. We could, you know, I could put that on the list of possible topics, you know? Oh, you're doing your cat scratcher thing, huh, kitty? Good, J-Man. Ty, he said it's 9:13. It was 9:10 when he said it, but yeah, it's 9:13 here. So, and you are 11, almost 11. You're 11:13. So, I need to sit back down so my light isn't weird. Ouch. I set up my pillows so my back isn't going out. Anyway, so do you guys have um topics that you would like to discuss that I might have knowledge of? I mean, not something like something that I wouldn't have knowledge of. I don't have a good spot to sit, so I'm gonna sort of recline. This is kind of weird, but I don't care. Anyway. I should have brought my thing. I have a thing. I have I have a what's it called? A back. I have an idea. I'm gonna bring this over here. Put this. I just gotta get warm because I turned the heat down. Okay. Um. Anyway, it is cozy. It's my daughter's. It's a cottage. It doesn't have a. It's kind of like a cabin. It doesn't have a kitchen. Has a bedroom and a living room and a little bathroom and a tiny bathroom with no sink, so we just use hand sanitizer. And but there's a big house on the property, and so just there's a kitchen and a bathroom and a shower and all that stuff over there. So anyway, you don't know about topics? Think about topics, J-Man. What kind of stuff do you like to talk about, or do you like to learn about that I might know something about? I do kind of have a broad spectrum of interests, but I'm just like wanting to, you know, help people with a variety of things. My focus is health and wellness and um, dietary, supporting one another in our dietary choices, um, helping you to be low carb and make better dietary choices and stuff. But I'm just wondering, huh? Why do you say that? Why'd you say that, Ty? If J-Man broke his leg, why would he have broken his leg? Or something. Yeah, my daughter knows how to make a room cozy. She's a lot better decorator than me. This cat. Come here, kitty. Maybe I need to turn the heat up a little bit. No, nobody said they broke their leg tonight. Unless I totally missed something. J-Man said he was doing good. He said, "What's up, Ty?" He said it's only 9:10. He said, "Hello there." That was the first thing he said was hello there. So I heard nothing about breaking a leg. Did Carrie say somebody broke their leg? No. Yes, what I ate for Thanksgiving. My turkey that I made was super moist and it was really nice. And I brought it with me to share. I think I might end up putting it in the freezer though, so it doesn't get bad. And then giving it away because it doesn't keep me in ketosis. I love the way it tastes. And I could add just a little bit to a meal here and there, but I'd have to portion it out so that it would be easy to, so I wouldn't have to thaw the whole thing. When you live by yourself, you have to do that stuff. So I went to the park with my grandsons today. I stay active by doing projects around the house that need to be done. And I like doing practical things that to stay active. I also ride horses. So right now it's only one day a week, and this week I'm not riding because I'm on vacation, so I'm gone. I did put my boots and my helmet in the car though, just in case somehow I end up riding. Um, these are really good questions, Kaylee. How do I prevent going astray on my diet? Here's how I do. You guys can say how if you're able to stick with your diet, whatever it is, if it's healthy, if it's low carb, whatever. I stick with it. Hi, Richard. How are you? Thanksgiving we didn't really do it yet. We're going to have lamb tomorrow. We're going to a Brazilian steakhouse on Friday. We're going to not tomorrow, but the next day, we're going to a golf course restaurant down in near my old neighborhood that I grew up in. So, anyway, nice, Richard. So Karia asked me, or Karia asked me how I don't stray from my diet. So the way I do it is I think of carbohydrates as poison, and because they spike my blood sugar, and I like to stay in ketosis. So if I was to eat crappy food or so-called food, which isn't food at all, that's how I do it. I look at things that are not food, like things with lots of sugar and processed heavily in seed oils. I think of them as poison because they are. And they aren't food, they're poison because seed oils are for automobile lubricants and airplane fuels and lubricants. They're um, not meant for consumption. So that is how, and I feel good, right? So I'm working on feeling better all the time, and I need more fat. And when I'm on a vacation, it's harder. I need to go get some good butter from um, Costco. Grass-fed butter is a really good deal there. I like the Kirkland grass-fed butter. So anyway, um, that's how I stick with my diet. What's your diet like, Karia? What's common for you on a normal day? Yeah, right, Richard? I knew you didn't. I'm like, do you know something I don't know? Why do you think that? Besides, Richard, it's like after midnight right now. I know what time it is for you. And that's crazy that you're still up. If I was you, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be watching me if I was you. Because I came on late because I went to the dinosaur park. There's this dinosaur park with cement formed dinosaurs. They're like super cool. They're like super smooth dinosaurs and stuff, and they can climb on them. And there's triceratops and um, all kinds of different dinosaurs. So anyway, yeah, Richard, it's late. So if you bow out, I will not, hold it against you at all. Um, so anyway, so we had fun. My grandson, my older grandson, he really enjoyed himself. He likes that park a lot. And his little brother, who is um he's I always have to think, he's 4. 3? Wait a minute. 4. He's 4. Anyway, um I'm glad you didn't quit watching, Richard. Uh, Ty had me there for a minute. You probably just thought, well, you weren't in here, but it's late. It's middle of the night. That's all I'm saying. Ah, I gotta get that carnivore noodle recipe up on my YouTube channel. I have a carnivore noodle recipe in mind from Chris Cook in Nashville. So fairly low carb. Oh, cool. This is for the replay. This is what Karia eats. Typically eat oats mainly since you work out. Okay. Um, I am very musical, so I wouldn't mind talking about that. Um, and I'm learning how to play the banjo, or I started to. I have a banjo that somebody gave me, and I can't even remember who it was, but I ended up with a banjo because they didn't want it anymore, which is kind of cool. And I have a little ukulele. Um, I wish I could just sit down and play the ukulele, but usually I use musician and I have to follow the notes or whatever. It's still fun, but and then I play guitar and I can just sit down and play the guitar. I need to grab my guitar and play it more. I have I play a little bit of piano. I kind of dabble in instruments, but I sing mostly. So I like talking about that stuff. Um, I also have an issue trying to keep organized, so I like talking about organization and tidying and cleaning, which we do on my channel. And then talk about staying active and moving, um, you know. So, and I have low thyroid, so I like talking about how to heal the thyroid and how to heal your body. And low carb really helps with that. Carnivore really helps with that. So, isn't it crazy that we're almost, the year is almost, I know, before we know it, it'll be January. It's crazy. I know it. When you were growing up, 94, I was 3 years married. 1984, I was 2 years out of high school into college. 1977, the year after the centennial. I was 11? No, no, not 11, 14. So, anyway, but Karia, I really think of foods that my body doesn't respond well to. And when you go carnivore, you find out what your body responds well to. Because if you end up adding things back in one at a time, then you say, oh, this or that, whatever it is, doesn't agree with me and causes this. No, that's not true, Ty. I don't believe that you're 24 years old. You do not have to say what year you were born, though, Ty. There's no reason you need to. Yeah, I would love talking about music too. And I'm trying to figure out because I've been listening to some, especially some older vloggers, older YouTubers, who say that you don't really have to stick with one topic, you know? I think like I could have music Mondays, right? I could talk about music once or twice a week or something. And I talk about horses um periodically, right? So, right? And it's related because it's exercise and it's an interesting form of exercise. Nice. Thanks, Korea. That's super helpful to know what you would be interested in. Good. Right. I do count my steps and I just gave out a challenge No one has told me what they're challenging themselves to on their steps. Hint, hint, my regulars. I asked you what your steps are and what you would challenge yourself to increase them by maybe 2,000 a day or something. And so more, you know? So my goal is 15,000 a day regular. What did I do today? Ugh, I don't even think that's true. Here, let me go look at my health. Oops, accidentally pushed the cancel button. I didn't mean to do that. Um, yeah. I When I was a kid, I listened to stuff I'm probably not proud of listening to, except for I like Bonnie Raitt. Um, there were some artists that weren't bad, but there were some that I listened to not so good. Um, so my steps, it says that my steps were only 1,300 and some, but I went to the park. My steps have probably not been what they could be. I don't know if I believe that they were that low though. Just a second. Yeah, my steps were not as low as what my activity watch says. My steps were more like 2,000, which it sucks because I want them to be 15,000. So that's my goal for the year is to raise my steps up. My steps probably average about 4,000, 5,000 a day. And on a good day, my steps are about 10,000. But I want my steps on a good day to be 15,000. So that's my goal is to be more consistently 10,000 and on a good day 15,000. So raising up my steps by about 5,000 a day. Korea, do you keep track of your steps? And then I have an exercise ball that I use. It's kind of interesting, Richard and Ty. You're having this whole separate conversation over here. Um, anyway. Sorry. Probably gonna get off here pretty soon because I have had a sore throat because two things. I come into this different climate. It's wetter over here. I I don't know if it's allergies or what it is, but my throat has gotten sore. And at night, especially, I put some lemon in I don't always do lemon. I just do a little bit once in a while. And I do that lemon essential oil, the food grade. But I put that in my water. But I put lemon in my Yeah, I'm staying with my daughter, my oldest daughter, and then her younger sister, who is 4 years younger than Natalie. Natalie is 32. I'm going to be 62 this year. So we are exactly 30 years apart, by the time I had my birthday. Well, yeah, a little less, a couple months less than, a couple months shy of 30 years apart. I was 29 when I had her, almost 30. Yeah, November, December, January. Yep, like 2 months shy of 30 years old when I had her. You typically do 10,000. That's good. Nice. See, I want to get my workout more dialed in. I was using the exercise ball every day before I left. Um, I have what's called a Life Pro. It's a vibration plate. I like using that. That's also at home. I have a sauna, which I like to use, but that is at home, of course. I almost brought it with me because it's foldable. You can fold it up, but it's super heavy. So I'm glad I didn't bring it with me. It's kind of bulky. And yeah. So, Ty, Richard has said over and over that he's in New York. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound impatient, but I think you should know that he's in New York. Um, Thank you, Korea, for saying that. I know, I think I should do whatever interests me on my channel, right? Um, yeah, I'm a varied and interesting person. I'm not one, you know, one-sided, shall we say. Yes. Um, Ty, it's not really, I don't know. I mean, you don't need to apologize. It's just, I guess, just pay closer attention, I suppose. Um, anyway. So, Korea, I'm really glad that you showed up tonight. It is 9:40. How about we go for another 10 minutes and then I'm gonna get off because my throat's sore and I need to sleep. And the sore throat kind of puts a little bit of a damper on my sleep. It wakes me up a little bit. So I want to get into some good deep sleep tonight. I think it's sore because I just got tired. Because when I came, the day I came, it hit me when I was coming over through the gorge. And I'm not sure if it's because of different plants in the area or if it's because it's wetter over here. It's definitely drier over by Spokane. Um, anyway, thanks for asking, Ty. I just have some like post nasal drip and it's really annoying. More phlegm. So I um used to be when we would travel the other way, when we would travel from here to um Washington, into Eastern Washington, that I would start having allergies and nasal stuff. But Anyway, thank you. I really appreciate that sentiment about my throat getting better. Have not been sick in months and months and months. I have not been sick since I went carnivore 15 months ago, and I think it was well before that that I had been sick. I can't remember the last time I was sick, so it's been a long time. Hey, the goat, how are you? Good to see ya. We're doing a shorter live tonight. I am at my daughter's, and so good. So I'm getting ready to get off of here in about 8 minutes or so. But anyway, we were just talking about possibilities for the channel. If you have any ideas of what you would like to chat about, I was talking about some of my interests. I like music and singing and instruments and lots of different instruments. I wouldn't mind learning different instruments. It'd be kind of fun to do some videos on the process of me learning a new instrument, like I'm learning how to play the banjo. It would be kind of embarrassing because when you're learning a new instrument, it's not always great. It's like the squeaky, you know, wind instruments, when people are learning how to play the saxophone or whatever, different ones, you know what I mean? So, oh, your grandma has surgery tomorrow. Well, I pray that the surgery goes successfully. Is it serious? Pray the Lord gives her peace and quick healing. In Jesus' name. Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Lord, yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Lord. We thank you that you have your hand on her in Jesus' name. Are you able to go to the hospital? Or are you going to go be there while she's having her surgery? Or what is this cat doing? Oh, it's just her tail is flicking. Yes. Yes. Um, okay, the goat. You have a good night. God bless you. God bless your grandma. Ugh, I am slouching. Sorry. I need to fix this issue here. I'm sinking down because I'm tired. That's sweet. Thank you, the goat. Appreciate it. Well, guys, I really appreciate that I had some people watching. I didn't know what would happen if I had lives here and if my times were different. The time zone is the same, but I'm just busy with, visiting with family. It's been so sweet, though. It's been a really good trip. The only downside was the sore throat, which stinks, but I'm that's why I'm trying to get to bed at a reasonable hour. I'll be probably asleep by at least 11, if not sooner. And I was asleep about that time last night. And then tomorrow I don't have to be anywhere until I don't have to leave until 1:30. I'm gonna go see my sons one more time, because they're like the one is in school. You had lots of turkey, Richard? Yum. I made a super good turkey. It's the best turkey I've ever made, I would say. Too bad it doesn't keep me in ketosis, because if it did, I would eat it. Ruminant meat is much better. So, those animals will, with multiple chambered stomachs, help us to, they purify. Their meat is purified by the way that they digest things. And let's see, did I take? Oh, I did take it. Okay. Sorry, my thyroid medicine, I forgot to take it this afternoon, so I took it this evening. That is a super, I love your questions, Kyria. That's super cool. They do not tune in. They don't know that I have a channel. And they don't eat carnivore, except my oldest daughter, is beginning to make them subscribe. You're funny. Blackmail them. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't think I should. Maybe that's probably one of the words I shouldn't use on YouTube, right? Um, anyway, my oldest daughter, she really thought, this isn't sustainable. You can't do this for the long term, whatever. Um, but she's really coming around because she and her boyfriend are going onto a very low carb diet. They're getting ready to, they just did some blood work testing or whatever it was more of an Ayurvedic um, kind of thing where he found out that he's a very dry, it's called dry, whatever that means. And but they are really, really interested in the low carb idea, probably not cutting out vegetables, but more of a ketovore, keto thing. So, anyway, and my grandkids, especially my one grandson, he's super picky. And he does not eat real well. Today he had a whole container of strawberries and a blueberry, one of those blueberry sausage dog things. You know what I mean? The sausages that are wrapped in the blueberry crap that has so much processed food in it. So anyway, it would be cool if they tuned in, and I'll let them know. I might be a little more self-conscious if I had people that I have let people know that I have this channel. But I should let my daughter's boyfriend, would be super cool if he came on the channel and watched. And I wouldn't mind like interviewing, like there's a way to bring somebody else or more than one in to the live chat and bring them in as guests. And it would be so cool, I think, to have guests on the channel and to talk to people even if they don't agree with my way of eating. To have, if we could have friendly conversations without, you know, attacking one another, that would be super cool. Yeah. Um, I do know that my daughter Kaylee is, I didn't know this, but well, she has an exercise class once a week, and she is getting, it looks more like a 9 pack than a 6 pack, literally. I'm like, that is incredible. She looks incredible. So, Anderson tapes, what's that about, Richard? So, anyway, but I told the receptionist at my chiropractor, and she said her son would probably tune in, and I don't know if he did. But anyway, if you have not subscribed, please do. Please like and subscribe. And it helps the algorithm, it helps push us out to more people. I do believe in the low carb lifestyle, whatever way you choose to do it, keto, carnivore. Carnivore is easy. It's super easy. You don't have to figure out how many carbs a food has in it. You can just eat meat and fat, animal fat. So, and it's super cool because I have, different recipes. Like, if you look back at my channel, I have a gourmet egg sandwich that I make with carnivore waffles, and you can make chaffles with a little bit of cheese in there if you tolerate cheese. And took I took dairy out temp for a while, and then during the holidays I decided to add dairy back in. Not a lot of cheese, but just like some heavy cream and some cream cheese so that I can make my carnivore cheesecake and stuff. And I'm going to try making that carnivore cheesecake again and try to make it better because so I'll do another experiment with that before I go back off of cheese. But anyway, um I will tell you that I ate a mushroom tonight. Not a small one. My daughter had chanterelles, and they have really long stems and they're beautiful. And chanterelles are very low carb and they're also low oxalate. And I have been thinking about eating a little bit of mushrooms because I don't have a lot of low oxalate foods that I have found to eat because meat and dairy do not have any oxalate in them. It's just vegetables and fruit that has oxalates. So, and I don't eat fruit because of the sugar content. Except for, I guess, technically avocados are fruit, and I have them occasionally. I'll have a half a avocado occasionally or whatever. It's good fat, and it's the only thing about avocados is they're high oxalate. So I've been trying to find foods that are low oxalate. There's only a few: cucumbers, zucchini, I guess mushrooms. So, um, occasionally, seasonally, I could have, that's the thing. We get things all year round with the grocery store. So it's almost better to get your food from a farmer or a rancher, you know, and not go too high carb because that's toxic. So anyway, love the questions tonight. Okay, guys, I said we'd be off by now. So let's take it for another 3 minutes. Anybody want to say anything else? What's this Anderson tapes about, Richard? It sounds like almost like Watergate. That's what it reminds me of. The tapes from Watergate or something. I'm cold. I think I'm gonna turn the heat up just a teeny bit. Anyway, guys, super nice to talk to you. So glad. So glad, Kyria, that you came in and that you had so many good questions and comments. I really appreciate it. Um, Sean Connery, but what it's was it at I can't talk. It's time for me to go to bed. Rented lips. Um, that's a joke from is it Steve Martin? Anyway, what is it about? Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, my grandson thinks that I should watch Spellbound. It kind of sounds witchcrafty, so I don't know. But her parents turn into monsters because they got a spell cast on them. So I don't know. But I was too tired to watch it. He wanted me to watch it. And he's like, Grandma, you're falling asleep. Quit falling asleep. And then my daughter said, Mom, you can just lay down. Go ahead. So I did. I laid down right there in the room with them while they watched the movie and I totally fell asleep. So, and then they left the room and I didn't even hear them go. So, very lovely. It looks like a fun movie. I have a lot of qualms about TV shows and movies and stuff because they